try this again. Time out. It's Kelsito, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius. You're now drinking the wine of Zeus. We are currently doing this live stream about affirmations. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this live stream and stuff because, we got to understand things. You know what I'm saying? So Zeus is a father. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm the father of like,
You know what I'm saying?
of like light.
You know, I'm the father
I'm just making sure that's
of like,
and for me to be responsible as a spirit and as within the community, as y'all talking about the stars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all be talking about like, what I gave birth to, like Mars and stuff like that. So we got to put it in the right, proper context. So I had to delete my last live because obviously my children were misbehaving, just yelling a lot because, it's my Leo son's birthday and he got a toy. And for the most part, he's excited to play with it. But, his sister is kind of jealous and things. So that's kind of going on. But nonetheless, see, I can't really come to humanity in no other way but realistic. So I don't know how to make it look cute and stuff like that. And popping and all whatever y'all YouTubers be doing to kind of like get that aesthetic. Like I'm just Zeus in real life. So when it comes to my streams and stuff like that, in this StreamYard, so I'm trying to like, what I'm saying, be able to include more people, have people hop on, engage, and things of that nature. Shout out to everyone that watches me and also that is subscribed to my membership. Well, my membership subscription, Cito's Clubhouse, where daily astrology is dropped and, consultations are happening almost every day, so, make sure y'all join that. But we're going to talk about affirming and what affirming is and the difference between what y'all think y'all are doing as affirming, but what y'all really doing is summoning and stuff like that. So we're going to, because it's a thin line between the two and stuff. And we need to get them lines straightened out because this is how, the shadow government play off y'all minds and things. You know what I'm saying? A word, a vibration has an energy on its own. You know what I'm saying? So you could be thinking that you're doing that word by saying it, but if you're not understanding like the actual energy of that word and things of that nature, might not be in a space to interpret what the word really means. And you would say you're doing one thing, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? And so this is like little witchcraft that the shadow government like to put out in things over time to kind of like test y'all mind and see how intelligent y'all are and like what the low hanging fruit is going to do. Because you got a lot of people that's just using affirmations, you know what I'm saying, as a prayer type of situation to like, and it's just another version of religion mixed and stuff like that, or remixed, you know what I'm saying? So, here you go again, asking something to help you out of your situation, and you may not even know that's what you're doing. But, when we get into this information, you will start to understand which one you're doing and why, what I'm saying, it is, basically put like this. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure that we are doing things in the right aspect, if you want to be into the right aspect of things and stuff like that. Because other than that, you know what I'm saying, you could just be fake woke and stuff like that. And you will be doing affirmations, and that's why you're not ever really manifesting something. But you summoning something, and you you're summoning something by saying that you're like that thing that you're trying to summon and stuff like that. And hopefully that thing that you say that you're trying to summon, that you say you like, it comes with the vibration you actually need for the ramifications of, your lifestyle and what you need to kind of implement and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? And that's so we can just get clear and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So, clear on what we expressing, and that's what the new moon energy is about. And Leo. Give me a second. So yeah, for the most part, you want to understand what state of being you doing something in and stuff like that. Because for the most part, if you saying that you're like something and stuff like that, you're gonna be constantly searching for that liking. And if you don't see yourself or in that likeness of that image or whatever, you know what I'm saying, this causes all type of blockages where you, like, what I'm saying, cut off your gifts and your talents that you could actually be using today that don't got nothing to do with that object but can produce what come from that object, what I'm saying, or that talent or that gift, or what I'm saying, whatever you trying to present. So you want to differentiate between the two and stuff like that. And excuse me, like I said, it's my son's birthday, what I'm saying? So I'm trying to lay him down before the live and things, but still kind of bring the information out. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying? You don't, as a spirit, you don't ever want to come in a light. Well, we want to use everything as equilibrium. But when you come into the likeness of something too much, what I'm saying, and things of that nature, what I'm saying, this may be you more catering to the feminine energy and things of that nature. What I'm saying? So you may receive a lot, as far as like inspiration, ideas, and things, but you would never get them things done because you unbalanced with the masculine energy. And what I'm saying? And that is more so the affirmations and stuff like that. So affirmations is a big term in the spiritual community. It's a big term in the conscious community. It's a big term in the woke community in general. So what is the affirmations and what are they? And we got to get them things straight because we can't just be doing a goddamn anything. We can't just be doing goddamn anything. We can't just be saying goddamn anything. So we got to get started with the vibration and the spaces that y'all in, what I'm saying, to actually understand this shit and the shit that y'all got going on. What I'm saying, as spiritual people and stuff. And we going to actually hop into the Zodiac affirmations and actually show y'all how to do a little bit of magic and stuff with them because it's all about knowing that we got everybody on the court and stuff like that. What I'm saying, everybody know a little bit of astrology, so what I'm saying, okay, now what we got to use this for and shit like that. And if you don't understand, what I'm saying, what is this, what this space about and things, you would think just astrology is entertainment. But no, it's much more complex, and it got to deal with the complexities of yourself and your individual journey, and then how to take your gifts and talents and blend them with the world that we got today. You know what I'm saying, and how we understand the world that we got today is through what I'm saying, what's going on in it. What I'm saying, the temperatures, the temperament. What I'm saying, the seasons, the characteristics, the virtues and principles that's being played out. Those are all things dealing within the house of astrology. So even if you talk about Leo season, which we are in today, what I'm saying, a lot of the things are going to be in the modality of Leo, and that is the energy of fixated fire. So that's because staying consistent upon something that you want to express and feel and things of that nature. So you're gonna feel the need to get expressed. You're gonna feel the need to get attention. You're gonna feel the need to get seen and things. And as we got the height of summertime, where we play those at, where we actually receive the uh the external, versions of them things like heat and shit like that. And flowers blooming and things to their highest, and the sun at its highest point, highest temperature. So so this is what it's talking about. We make it allegories to where we are, you know what I'm saying, on the seasons and things and the attributes that we're playing out and things, and that's how we play out the stars. It ain't really no such thing as, we become the stars and we know the stars by us and what we receiving, on this what we call Earth, but it's really Gaia, Tiamat, or whatever, Fermatera, that type of shit. So we gotta understand that we the stars and things, and you would never be a star if you wishing upon a star too much and things, so you want to know the difference between these things and modalities in which you insert yourself to, and in this lane, because this lane is very much being, it has been infiltrated since like 2012. They've been starting to do this since 2012. You don't think the government keep control over, or not even just control over, but awareness over consciousness and what y'all into? So what they do is create, you know, popular um, little hubs for y'all to look attractive, and that be through your favorite celebrities, that be through the people that seem more familiar and more agreeable with the system at hand, so that you can feel comfortable with participating. But usually that what's on the other side of that is them leading to demise by them being used as puppets to get their money and things of that nature, and to just all follow along within their system and have us, playing out the rituals and spells how they want us to. This is why we got things, like Zeus Network, which is, just a fake version of what I'm doing and stuff like that. And actually, showing y'all the astrology and things. If you connect it to me and associate it with me, you will see astrology on a daily and things of that nature, where you don't gotta watch the TV to know what's going on and things. You can just understand what's going on in the sky and what's playing out and stuff like that. And you will start looking at all these people and things of that nature, and you will start seeing why they call it Zeus Network, because all these people under that system and things of that nature is playing out virtues and principles, but in a space where it ain't got no morality, it ain't got no, So they create bad rituals and spells. And this is how, like, the Jews and stuff like that, they just exploit black culture, whether they know it or not, and things of that nature. A lot of them puppets being used by, higher ups and shit like that. So this is what we got to understand and decipher between, within, this new realm in this age of Aquarius and shit like that. Because it's more air. It ain't a lot of as most emotional connection and feeling and shit like that as it is with, boys in the age of Pisces. We're more so, bringing in this age of technology and shit like that, and being closer to the information and shit like that. So we gonna break down what an affirmation is versus what is summoning, because a lot of y'all think y'all doing affirmations, but y'all really just summoning and shit like that. And if you don't do one with the other, this is where you may get lost and shit like that, and think you doing the other, but you not. You just summoning. And after that, once we make that clear and stuff like that, we gonna get into break down the Zodiacs, affirmations, and how you can use those in your life on a daily and things of that nature to better affirm, how you supposed to affirm within this 360 cycle, because we only got, what we got, and what we got is what we can observe and shit like that. Anything you making up in your mind and shit like that. So we got, now, just because I say what we can observe, don't limit that to the physical. You can observe thoughts, you can observe feelings, you can observe spiritual travels, you can observe a lot of things and things of that nature. But a lot of the things that we are observing can be useful, you know what I'm saying, within your journey if you apply them bitches. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the most basic things, you know what I'm saying, in life, you know what I'm saying, can lead you and put you on a path and show you, okay, what you need to be observing and stuff like that. And the more you're stuck into your own bias of what you need not to observe and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, this is when, you know, you may get lost in your own light and things of that nature to the point where you feel like you need to summon something, you know what I'm saying, or call on a God, you know what I'm saying, because you may be stuck in your own hell when you kind of supposed to play out the attributes and things and let God work through you and stuff. And that would be the right aspect of affirming and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into this motherfucking line. All right. So there's a thin line between affirming and summoning. Now, this is it. You know what I'm saying? So this is it. So when you look up the definition, let me look up the definition of affirming. Because there's a fucking thin line. You know what I'm saying? So all you motherfuckers doing affirmations, y'all not doing affirmations, y'all summoning. Okay, so some of the definitions of affirming, to state as a fact, to assert strongly and publicly, to declare one's support, for, uphold, and defend. So when you affirming something, the difference between affirming is that you're stating something, you're suggesting something is like you. Okay, so that's the difference. When you're affirming, you're suggesting whatever you're affirming is like you. So that would be like, instead of, you know, saying summoning, which is suggesting you are like something, you know what I'm saying? And so just suggesting, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can screen share this real quick, because I need to show y'all this. So I'm gonna show y'all some summoning. Because this is summoning and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad my mom sent me this too and stuff like that, because, you know, my mom know I'm Zeus, but a lot of people gotta know, like, that, you know, with being introduced into the spiritual community, y'all gonna get attacked and stuff like that. So if y'all don't know what y'all doing and stuff like that, that's on y'all. Let me see. Share screen, video file, extra camera, slides. I don't get that. Share screen. We just want to share screen. We want to show a window, a Chrome tab, and we want to show it. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm showing it right before I go into that. All right.
Right.
We're gonna play this. So this is what I'm finna show y'all. All right, I'm finna share the screen. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? I'm hoping y'all see that. Y'all can see that, right? Let me see. Is it a better way you can see this? Okay, I think this is the best way. This seems like the best way. Okay, so this is what a lot of times people call affirmations and things of that nature. And y'all need to understand, yes, words are spells. So she's not lying. But what she's about to do is a bunch of summoning. So let me tell you the difference. Like I said, affirmations. This is suggesting something that is like you. Okay, so when you do affirmations, you're suggesting something is like you. Okay. And when you're doing summoning, you're suggesting you are like something. Okay, so let's play this. Let's see which one side of the spectrum she on.
So here, let's cast them together.
Hold on, let me start it up.
They say words are spells, right? So here, let's cast them together. Today, I remove all blocks from my finances. Today, I remove all blocks from my love life. Today, I remove all blocks from my family. Today, I remove any blocks and obstacles that are stopping me from moving forward.
Okay. Boom. Look, we just can play that. We can just play that, and we gonna stop the screen share. Okay. So y'all just saw that. So based upon how the way she was speaking and stuff like that, that's not affirming. That's summoning. Okay, today I remove all the blocks from my finances. Today I remove all the blocks. Okay, so you're suggesting that you're like the thing that has the things that's moved. Okay, that's the difference. So you're suggesting to yourself that you are like the thing that you need removed. That it's summoning. Let's look up the definition of summoning. My bad, y'all. This ratchet Zeus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to take my energy. That's trying to take my energy in. Okay. Y'all ain't getting more ratchet than this, bitch. Okay, to summon is to this on Google, authoritatively or urgently call on someone or something to be present, especially a defendant or witness in the law of court, urgently demand, call people to attend. Okay, so let me just play this one more time so y'all can see this shit.
They say words are spells, right?
Y'all can hear it.
So here, let's cast them together. Today, I remove all blocks from my finances. Today, I remove all blocks from my love life. Today, I remove all blocks from my family.
Okay, so that sounds like she's authoritatively, urgently calling on something to be present. It is not something she's stating as a fact, like affirmation is. Okay, so look and things. So you look, I love all y'all, so I don't have Zeus. My mind be elsewhere and stuff like that, and I'll be feeling like coming down here, breaking down this is like simple, but a lot of people don't kind of like really look at it like that and stuff like that. So shout out to Tori, and I ain't even see you and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying, shout out to Tori and things. So you know, and a lot of y'all, that's what y'all do. I am great. I am strong. I am rich. I am beautiful. I am okay. That okay. So you're suggesting you are like something. That's summoning. That's not affirming. Remember what I said. Affirming affirmation is suggesting something is like you. Okay, so now that y'all got y'all mind in that space and y'all see the difference between what is summoning and what isn't, you know what I'm saying? We're now going to break down how you actually affirm and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And how to actually do that. So if you suggesting something is like you, then you're the $1 million. Then you're the actor. You know what I'm saying? Now, based upon how you do that ritual and spell, you know what I'm saying? That's getting into more magic and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And which we're going to have to talk about and how y'all can actually, you know what I'm saying, utilize the transits of today and tomorrow, whatever, to kind of get y'all in the right aspect. You know what I'm saying? So if you suggesting something like you and shit like that, I'm the $1 million. I'm the motherfucking, creator. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? It's more, that's more of the masculine quality of what y'all call an affirmation. And that would be the actual right aspect to affirm in. That's what actually affirmation is. What y'all doing is summoning. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to know the difference and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Words itself was created with energy behind it. And the more you don't want to be logical and you want to be in your la la land and say that's what you're not doing and shit like that, when you ain't create the intellectual property or the word to even say it, yet you want to go against the word and use it for whatever you want to use it for as your momentarily, you know what I'm saying, feel good game and shit like that, because you want to be a part of the spiritual community. And who gives a fuck about that? You know what I'm saying? Or conscious community. You want to be a part of actually what's going on and things. So, you know, like I said, affirming. When you affirm, you're suggesting something is like you. Money is like me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking knowledge is like me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? spirituality is like me, bitch. I'm the example. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm like spirituality. That's summoning. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying like I'm like money. That's summoning. I ain't saying like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like uh God and shit. That's summoning. No, God is like me and shit like that, because we only can know God through what God do through all of us, and that's being able to transform and change and shit like that, and become new and shit like that, and actually have some type of expansion in the world and shit like that. So we know God through each other. Other than that and shit like that, y'all doing that shit reverse witchcraft, and y'all saying, y'all suggesting y'all like God and shit like that. So y'all got to make up a God in y'all head and things of that nature, and then play it out and stuff like that. And that's why y'all be gods of y'all own world and shit like that. Y'all can never do teamwork, make the dream work together, but y'all gods of y'all own world and shit like that. Y'all can be y'all own little god in y'all own world and shit like that. But your grandma and shit and your nieces and nephews will never see how godly you work, because you about to be broke and shit like that, and not, you know what I'm saying, you about to be broke and not shit down the line. Go ahead and use the bathroom, baby, and get back in the bed. It's not time for the kids, y'all. All right, so that's the difference. Affirming is suggesting that something is like you. You know what I'm saying? So now when we get into motherfucking using the magic and shit like that, now that's a different thing. So like you gotta understand the mental state first. You know what I'm saying? And once you understand the mental state of what an affirmation really is and shit like that, now you're doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Now you're doing it the right way. So now you won't even need money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You will be so good that you will just come up with a creative attribute and things of that nature, and motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, be having money and shit like that, because that's, you know what I'm saying, because it's like you now. You know what I'm saying? Money like me and shit like that and shit, and it gotta maybe catch up to you and stuff like that. So you do some shit where you can survive off the land and the earth and shit like that, not needing a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? You might get favors, helps, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Your life would be totally different. So you know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to trap yourself in some shit like that. That's how the shadow man and shit like that get y'all. You know what I'm saying? Especially within the spiritual community, they throw little shit out there, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all, because y'all not into y'all not into it like this and as deep as this, they look at it like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, you got these people participating, so we're gonna see who the strongest, and maybe the strongest is gonna survive, and maybe they not, and shit like that. And so that's how they get y'all in that space where, you know what I'm saying, y'all doing things and shit like that, but y'all not accumulating and y'all not manifesting right and shit like that. Y'all ain't got no knowledge to stand on. And anybody can come through that got some real knowledge and make you look small and things like that. But y'all gonna manifest what everybody else doing, and that's what everybody else doing is bullshit. So you know what I'm saying? So now we got some astrology and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into the affirmations and how you can use affirmations daily. You know what I'm saying? Based upon your astrology. Getting into this motherfucking next slide as we get into it. Give me a second. All right. So getting back on task and things, you know what I'm saying? So um so what I was saying is that we're gonna look up the Zodiac and show y'all how to do like some magic and things. I gotta show y'all some basic magic of Zeus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can start getting on track, and you know what I'm saying. You can start understanding, what you mean and what you building and shit like that, so that you can affirm what you already doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you and now when you using this magic and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Because you align and shit like that with the stars and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You gonna actually know, you know what I'm saying? You won't actually it automatically push you in an affirmation because you suggesting something that's like you, because we only know the stars through, you know what I'm saying, and the characteristics of the stars through what we plan out. And these words and spells and things that the shadow government created for us to use, all these, you know what I'm saying, Leo and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, is what we can utilize as a moment to kind of point to, what we already kind of did concluded as what we group doing and shit like that. And aka Leo, which would be, you know what I'm saying, Leo season, expressing, entertaining and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's already, the energy is already there and shit like that. So, we're gonna get into these motherfucking energies and shit like that, and y'all can utilize. So history. Yeah, and once y'all get into that, y'all be in a better space to kind of create what y'all trying to create. What the fuck is this? Oh, I think Peace Dealer is. Shout out to the Peace Dealer too. Shout out to the Peace Dealer. That's my boy. Yes, sir. Real shit. Let me post it. My bad, y'all. Like I said, I'm a Zeus, bro. I don't know how to do this shit in any other way but real life. So even while I'm using everything look like real time. Like real shit. Everything look like real time. Okay? But yeah. Okay, so we posted that. So yeah. So let's get to it. Let's get to the affirmations and shit and show y'all how to do this shit with the Zodiac and things, so y'all can already affirm and shit like that and be in a space of what y'all need to be doing anyway and shit like that. And once you get that little, get that little portion of your life figured out, you know what I'm saying? Once you get that little portion of your life figured out, this shit, you'll be getting tracked because you got your own natural energies. Now you got your own natural affirmation. Let me go ahead and go to this. I am Aries. I have Taurus. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So let me go ahead and go to this because we got. So everybody got their own natural affirmation. Okay, that's what you need to know. I'm gonna open this image in new tab. That's what I'm trying to do. Open image in new tab. Okay, cool. All right, go back to StreamYard. Okay, and let's stream this. Give me a second, y'all. We're gonna screen share. All right, boom. There we go. There we goddamn go. Okay, so based upon your zodiac, you know what I'm saying, your sun and moon and your rising is the most important and things of that nature. But when it comes to your energies, your sun and moon is important and things. Your rising is just the space that you like to be in personally as a spirit. So it's not like you got a shock or you act that way or something like that. A lot of times just because what you into for the most part, and it's your first instance that you like to go to, is how you see. But your sun and moon, you know what I'm saying, is your a lot of times your sun represents how you're seen and things of that nature, or how you like to express, or what you like to be seen as, or how you can gain attention, through expression and shit like that. Now your moon a lot of times is your needs, your comfort, what you're comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, what you like to react to respond to, like the world that, you know what I'm saying, that you emotionally swim in and shit like that. So everybody got their natural zodiac affirmation based upon these, you know what I'm saying. Now based upon your natural um zodiac affirmation, you know what I'm saying, you will know the space that you're in and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying, these are affirmations that was correct, that was made up by other people that come pretty close to what these things what these signs represent. Now, I'm not saying these are specific affirmations that you gotta keep and guard with your life and shit like that. No, I mean it comes in different many forms, but a lot of these kind of point to the specifics of, you know what I'm saying, what you may need to utilize to actually get things going. Okay. Now we're gonna start off with Aries. You know what I'm saying? Aries is I am and things. Now I'm gonna break these down from my perspective and why they think, because Aries is dealing with the first house. So it's who you are, you know what I'm saying? It's who you personally who you, is the cardinal fire energy. So it's dealing with Mars as well. So it likes to represent a lot of time, you know what I'm saying, your first instance, your passion, you know what I'm saying, what motivates you and things of that nature. And what, you like to represent yourself as that, that first flame to show who you are. And that's why it deals with fighting and shit like that, because in passion and aggression, because it's like, I'm gonna show who I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Aries is, this I am. You know what I'm saying? Now Taurus, and that's also represents 6 a.m. and shit like that, and to 8 a.m. And now when we get 8 a.m., you know what I'm saying, we got I have, which is Taurus. Now Taurus represents, you know what I'm saying, uh, being able to, receive and also give off a sense of, stability and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So they rule by Venus, and it's the fixed earth. So they like to be consistent about what they're, fixated on as far as practicality. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's dealing with resources, because it's like, I got this thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm fixated in this, and we can use this as a resource and things. And I have a lot to give, you know what I'm saying? And I have a lot to offer. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot, so Taurus is the fixed earth. So that's why I have, you know what I'm saying? And based upon what you have, that can be a resource that can be valuable. Or even if it's not just a physical thing, you got this mentality, you got this plan, you know what I'm saying, you got this skill, you got this talent, so that's why it's I have and shit like that. My bad, y'all. I'm saying I live in the trenches, Chirac, and shit like that, straight from Chirac. Spirituality is straight from Chirac. I'm saying, changing the community, changing the world. Change the community, change the world. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Trenches. Gemini. I'm the voice, real shit. Spiritual voice. I'm the esoteric voice. Gemini is I think. You know what I'm saying? So Gemini a lot of times is ruled by, Mercury. That's the planetary ruler and shit like that. And it is mutable air. So, for the most part, it likes to gain information through conversation, through ideas, through thinking, through knowing its thoughts and ideas and ways of intellectualizing and shit like that, and others ways of intellectualizing. So, that's why I think. Okay. Now, Cancer is I feel. So a lot of times, Cancer. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so Cancer is I feel. So Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's the cardinal water sign. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, Cancers like to react, you know what I'm saying, to emotions and feelings and things, you know what I'm saying? And it likes to initiate this emotion and feelings and see if it's something that it can get comfortable with. If it ain't nothing that can get comfortable with, it may be like extremely moody towards things. So that's why Cancer is I feel. Leo is I will. So for the most part, when you're dealing with the sun and things of that nature, and that's expression. And for you to express something or to, go after something, you have to use your will. You know what I'm saying? Your chakra will and things. And, a lot of times that's dealing with your individuality, your creativity, your solar plexus. Let me also start this over. I am is the head, Taurus is the mouth, I think is the throat, I feel is Cancer, Leo is I will, that's here by the gut and shit like that. And Virgo is I analyze. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? When you doing the affirmation with Virgo and things, what I'm saying, you want to add this energy. You know what I'm saying? Because it likes to gain information on, what I'm saying, how things are working. You know what I'm saying? And how things work. And how can it be supported and stable for tomorrow and consistent, what I'm saying, on a routine and on schedule, what I'm saying, and getting down to the details. Okay, so that's why, what I'm saying, you want to, when you're using Virgo and things, you want to utilize that energy. Libra, when the moon or the sun or anything is in Libra, what I'm saying, you want to utilize our balance. You can utilize our balance and shit like that. And our balance is dealing with the hip area. You know what I'm saying? Virgo is the sixth area, but our balance is the hip area and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, where you can bend over backwards and forth for someone, give too much, and or, you know what I'm saying, know that you're receiving too much and it may be time for you to give down and shit like that. It's also ruled by Venus. So for the most part, that is giving and receiving love. Now, Scorpio is I desire. So, for the most part, Scorpio is going to put us into our Mars energy and motivated to, feel deeply connected and deeply satisfied emotionally, you know what I'm saying, with what we're trying to, connect with and things. And because it's not earth, air, fire, and things, it's water, you know what I'm saying, it may be a little bit more flimsy with its connection. So, it may cause power and control issues. And that's where you get the Pluto ruler and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And the astronomy wise of how they figured that out. Now, when we get to Sagittarius, what I'm saying, this is IC. So this is expansion because it's ruled by Jupiter. So anytime you can expand on something, what I'm saying, you can get a broader awareness and you can see more of the realm of reality that you was dealing with. So that's why Sagittarius is our broad, you know what I'm saying? That's why they like to, express themselves and come out smart, even if they not. You know what I'm saying? They like to be seen in that awareness if they got their sun sign there. And if it's their moon, that's what they like to receive. Capricorn, you know what I'm saying? Capricorn is I use. So for the most part, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So this would be, utilizing stability. This is utilizing anything that's dealing with the material, structures, any other temperament of discipline. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times Capricorn like to utilize actually material, you know what I'm saying, disciplines internally, you know what I'm saying, because they're the cardinal earth sign, or they like to utilize actual people, physical things in the world, you know what I'm saying, to gain status and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you don't stun on the Capricorn and shit like that, especially if they're good-hearted, because they will try to find a way to flex up on you, and it may not be intentional. Now, Aquarius is I know. You know what I'm saying? So Aquarius is ruled by Saturn too, but it's more so the daytime and it's the fixed air sign. So a lot of Aquarius utilize the same energy as Capricorn, but they utilize Saturn, which would be more so in a motive sense of air. You know what I'm saying? So they utilize the material in reality to affirm how they think and what they thinking about. And, you know what I'm saying, the information that they associated with, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I know, you know what I'm saying? Because they utilize what they know for their ideas and things. And they don't care if you like it or not, because it's not about feeling and things. It's about the information that they're given and shit like that. Now, Pisces is I believe. Now, Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter, like Sagittarius, but it's the nighttime in Sagittarius and it's the mutable water sign. So, Pisces like to expand on and experience, you know what I'm saying, their emotions, their feelings, and the things that they know emotionally. Unlike, Sagittarius, where they like to expand on what they see and feel broadly through their expressions, and Pisces is more so emotional. So they believe, you know what I'm saying, within their emotions, and, they like to expand on what their beliefs is based upon, their experiences that they go through and their feelings and how they can share that with themselves and others, and deciphering between if those things are delusions and or dreams or not. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing, they can get into delusions and things, you know what I'm saying? And that's when they may believe a lie But if they can get on a higher octave, then they can believe things that, you know what I'm saying, where they can show us where all of our beliefs need to go to. You know what I'm saying? And that's things that more so get us out of emotions and shit that we don't need and feelings that we don't need. And that's when you get the affirmations of the Zodiac. So that's my breakdown of them bitches. Now, using them in your motherfucking life on a daily and things of that nature, if you want to actually use them the right way, you know what I'm saying, coming from Zeus himself and shit like that. Because you ain't going to get this information nowhere else and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, these getting no fucking raps. But yeah, so getting back into this information. So like I said, so the difference between affirming, you know what I'm saying, is suggesting that something is like you and shit like that. And then the difference and summoning is more so suggesting you are like something and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now look up the definition yourself and then take that to the room and you decipher if I'm right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But once you know that, then you can know in the space of what you're doing affirmations. So everybody that's doing fake woke in there, you can say, oh, they're not doing affirmations, they're doing summoning and shit like that. And now you can know the difference and you have more the percentage level of manifesting because you're actually taking that affirmation that they're giving all that reverence to that word, but they're not utilizing it the right way. And you can use it to affirm your space and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And then you will be on a more percentage level of manifesting something, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's for God and things. So, so to affirm, like I said, the affirm is suggesting something is like you. So when you doing your spirituals and spells, you know what I'm saying, you want to do it in a way that, you know what I'm saying, that is like you and right now. And what's like you, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, the energies that we're receiving today, you know what I'm saying, is being participated with us as spiritual beings. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, we only can receive it, and based upon us receiving that, being within the world, you know what I'm saying, and receiving that information, it's up to us to kind of make that up and make what we receive and look like us. Other than that, we just receive and agree with it, and that would be more so like summoning. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of y'all get rocked to sleep and took y'all power away and shit like that too. All right. So when you affirming and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, you want to utilize the Zodiac and things and the sun and moon, because this is like the easiest way to manifest it. And you want to know your affirmation too. Even if you got the same sun and moon. I use me for example. For the most part, my shit is Aquarius. So I know I'm creative, right? It's my sun. And then I know, and I know that I feel good about that. So I'm double I know and shit like that. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to knowing how to do manifesting magic and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, I'm only gonna manifest my energy. If I'm not participating with the world, you know what I'm saying, and how it's going on today, you know what I'm saying, with the sun and moon, then I'll be just lost in my chakras and shit like that. And I think everything need to go my way and stuff. But that's not the case. For the most part, you know what I'm saying, the sun right now is in Leo too. So I gotta show a little bit more will, you know what I'm saying, with my affirmation. And the moon is in Leo as well too. You know what I'm saying? So I know that I know, you know what I'm saying, I know shit like that. But if I ain't willing, you know what I'm saying, and willing to existence is to utilize what the sun is ruled by, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what Leo is ruled by, the will. So to create, to express, I will my creativity, and I will, and I feel, and I will my creativity, and I will my feelings. So that means I'm creating my own way to express something, and I feel that it will do what it's going to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you would actually do it within the aspect of the actual transits today. You know what I'm saying? So you can create an affirmation every moon transit and sun transit, because the moon move every 3 days. You know what I'm saying? You can see where the moon is at, and then you can create an affirmation based upon these scales and things of that nature throughout your day to better align your life with the transits, because you're going to be experiencing these things anyway. And the better you know how to participate with these things and shit like that, the more you won't be washed up in your own chakra site, your own affirmation chakra cycle, you know what I'm saying, to what's already like you and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, and do it and suggest something that is more like you. And I'm telling you, you ain't your even your chakras, you your spirit. So you know what I'm saying, you utilize your chakra to like kind of, anchor yourself down here and more so gravitate to those characteristics and traits and shit like that. But therefore, if you're not utilizing these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, like, as a bitch and utilizing this shit for alchemy purposes, then you're gonna be stuck on one side of the spectrum. And that's where you're gonna be affirming and shit like that. But you're just gonna be affirming your space. You're not actually participating in the world today that's going on and shit like that. So you may just be thinking everything need to go your way, or you may be in the crib thinking everything is like, you know what I'm saying, is that is like, so you want to affirm in the right way and shit like that. And when you affirm in a way where you just like thinking shit should go your way, that's when you're gonna get into summoning and you're gonna start suggesting that you are like something because you're gonna be thinking you're not that. And for the most part, we created this internal realm, this external realm for the internal. So we even got organs to resonate with money and shit like that. You know how it feel with money when you got money in your presence and shit like that. So that lets you know that a group of humans that have similar organs as you came up with those mind states to create, something that is resonate with that organ that we can stand on. They just smarter than you, but you don't know that though because you're not into this, like for real, for real. So you know what I'm saying. So that's how we can do it. So this is a basic way that everybody into astrology and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, can start getting aligned with the universe and shit like that. It ain't about just your zodiac sign and what you into. You know what I'm saying? It's about presenting these things and shit and participating today and stuff like that. So you can actually utilize the energies that's going on today, you know what I'm saying, to complement your energies. Now, I'm not saying that now getting into the deeper side of astrology, so some of these energies may oppose your sun, your moon. Some of these energies may square them. Some of these energies may trine them, depending on what day and what angle it is based upon your natural affirmation. But based upon your natural affirmation, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to take these things and, at least try and shit like that. So for the most part, like me, I know that I know, but I'm Aquarius and shit like that. And my kids is in the back, you know what I'm saying, they've been interrupting the live and stuff like that. But for the most part, just because I know that who I know I am, but I know that I gotta will something. I need to be participating and need to get going and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I can transform my energy and do it for the purpose of the universe and being aligned with the universe and stuff like that. And that's when I feel like that that's when I'm suggesting to myself that something is like me and shit like that, because I ain't doing it for money. I ain't doing it for cloud. I ain't doing it for how many viewers. I ain't doing it for nothing. No, I ain't suggesting that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't suggesting that that I'm like money and shit like that or whatever. Because if I suggested that I was like this YouTuber or this person and stuff like that, I am this, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, then at that point, I'm gonna be waiting around trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, why this shit ain't looking like that. And I'm wasting my time when I could just be sharing my gifts and talents. No, this shit is like me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Popularity is like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm what to be into. I don't got the information to be into. Not the other way around. So don't you motherfucking humans get confused and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They that stuff, the shadow government got y'all confused a little bit down here. You know what I'm saying? So, but they got y'all stifled and shit like that. That's why your gifts and talents ain't coming out either. So, you know what I'm saying? When you get on this real affirmation, station, then you'll be on the vibration to get your shit right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get your natural affirmation. Now, if you want me to do your natural affirmation and shit like that, hit the clubhouse, cetoworld.com/subscription and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 membership tiers and things, one for daily information and the other one for monthly information and shit like that with a one-on-one call with me. And that's Ceto World, Ceto the coach consultation and shit like that. We'll get more into your chart and you get to know what you need to be doing on a deeper level and things. But I had to come out here and just kind of show the basic magic and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, after the, after the sun the sun gonna be in Leo, but the moon is gonna move into Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you can create a new affirmation. So it ain't gonna be I will, like this new moon in Leo. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be I will my creativity in the world, and I analyze that it's stable. Now I gotta have the energy behind it. So if it's an earth sign, I gotta have that energy behind it. If it's an air sign, I gotta have that energy behind it. You can't say I balance Libra, that it is stable. No. You know what I'm saying? You could say that I'm receiving or I'm balancing or I'm giving off good ideas or thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So that's the actual energy perspective you want to put it in, you know what I'm saying, as a spirit, you know what I'm saying, doing this affirmation magic, on a daily and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, trying to get your sun and moon in order and things. And then you're going to start seeing, you know what I'm saying, you participating in areas where you may be uncomfortable with, but it may be what you need to actually expand as a spirit. So you won't be like lost into your own energies and your chakras and shit like that. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically it. So you know what I'm saying? So let's do another one. Let's say it's a sun in. Somebody give me one. Somebody give me one. Give me your sun and moon, and then I'll do your affirmation. Throw it in the comments. Throw it in a private chat or whatever. I don't even know if anybody in here. But even if y'all not in here, bitch, I'm the affirmation. So that's what it is. That's what the fuck this about, bitch. I'm like, the fuck. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, uh, millions of views and, and shit like that. And likes is like meat. It ain't the other way around. And shit like that. And who gonna stop me from saying it? Because you gotta know your own value. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know your own value, you're not gonna champion that value. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well give up when you start and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just wild. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be careful. Um so yeah, let me pick one more because I don't see nothing. Okay. So let's do it. Let's do another day. Um Somebody throw me a sun and moon in a chat. In the chat. Throw me a sun and the moon sign. Real quick. Or it could be your sun and moon sign, and then I'm gonna do like the affirmation for your sun and moon sign and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna show y'all how to do it with today's transits and stuff like that. Other than that, we ain't gonna get that. We ain't gonna get that because I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it look like there you go. Okay, Libra Sun. Shout out to Crystal Light Way Mind State. I like that name. Hell yeah. We are crystal beings and shit. So she said Libra Sun Capricorn Moon. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing. So think about affirmations. So when you want to do your your natural affirmations is I balance what I use and things. So a lot of times based upon your sun and things, you like to express and express um what is ruled by. So you like to pay attention to Venus, communicating and actually getting information, especially on a relationship where it's like intimate and it can seem reciprocal and things. And then you may do that for your moon. You know what I'm saying? For reality, for what I'm saying, real shit in your life, for what I'm saying, a position, for to be sure about something, to be secure about something. So you like to communicate a lot of times and things of that nature, or communicate or do things or act in things that could even be creative natures for your moon and things. And that will be your status, your position, Capricorn type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that will be your natural affirmation. So you will balance, what you use. So I balance my creativity and things, but I use um, I would use my security, or I would use my ability to materialize or manifest, because that's Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it would go. So that would be your natural affirmation. Now, today when it's in the sun, so when you look at the sun and the moon and shit like that and check out those affirmations and what the affirmations is today, you want to utilize the affirmations what we got in the sky, which is the sun and moon right now, which is in Leo. So, if you know that you balance and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Balance is a little bit more about receiving and it's about giving. But will is more so about creating. I create, you know what I'm saying, or I express, or that's Leo and things. So don't really care about balance Libra season. You know what I'm saying? So that would be your affirmation. You know what I'm saying? So you would more so um, express I will than more so care about what you receive back from it. You know what I'm saying? And then your moon, the moon would be in Leo and things. So it's the same thing. So you would be like I use and things or whatever because it's gonna be tied to your emotions. You know what I'm saying? The moon is the reactions, the responses. So like I said, a lot of times you like to react to reality and what things you're capable of and what not you're capable of and does it make sense and is it real and is it practical and things. Now right now with the moon being in Leo and things, you might not have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You might have to just show yourself and express yourself. And then you may transform that energy that you stuck in as a spirit, which is your natural chart, you know what I'm saying? But do the progress energy today, and you can start creating the mindset and the mentality to now see between the difference of those things and how much you stuck into your own energies itself and what you need to use today. And so that's how you can utilize the affirmations and things. And then, you know what I'm saying, you can create up the energies. And when you're doing the affirmations, you know what I'm saying, you're suggesting um, that something is like you. So therefore, you may take on the character of the Leo energy and express that and be like, okay, well, I know that this Leo energy is going on, so I'm finna make it up how I'm making it up and things. I know I got my own energies, but I'm finna make it up how I'm making it up. And then you suggest that energy is like you. So now you're affirming that's what it is instead of doing summoning rituals. And then when you're doing summoning rituals, you're suggesting you are like something. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to observe it. You trying to see how it can go. You know what I'm saying? That energy only goes to a certain percentage level. You know what I'm saying? Before you actually have to actually participate, within expressing with your gifts and talents that you need to express and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, with that Capricorn moon, you can be reserved, but the moon in Leo, it makes you act or makes you do something creative or new or just be seen because it's Leo. You know what I'm saying? It'll get attention. And that's why you on my goddamn screen. So shout out to you, Crystal Light, Weight Mind State. And shit like that. So that's how we do it. So make sure y'all motherfuckers doing y'all affirmations and shit like that and doing it in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I'm gonna say it one more time. Affirming is suggesting that something is like you. So you making that energy up and you don't even care about what it is or not. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna make it up and it's gonna be like you and shit like that. And then summoning is suggesting you are like something. So when you're summoning and things of that nature, you're saying I am rich, and then but you're not actually putting the work in, or you're not actually in the state of being that you actually need to be in to that energy to actually manifest. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to do uh, whatever that the shadow government made up to say that you are like that something, all the way down to having to get a job and things and not being able to provide your gifts and talents, provide off your gifts and talents because you are, money ain't like you and shit like that. So what you say and shit like that, or what you have to present ain't valuable and shit, but you are like money. You know what I'm saying? So you're like the money. So you're like something and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to come into the liking of that and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And saying you are like something. Let me play this one more time because this was important. Saying you are like something is doing what this lady doing. Let me go back to this. And shit, shout out to you, Crystal Light. Because this is something. I'm gonna show y'all what this do. So you giving that thing more importance than what God gave you, and that is the ability for something to be like you and something to be new and be seen and be in that way. So you're giving up your ability. You know what I'm saying? You're giving up your ability, and that's why you ain't got no creative talents and gifts to be like, damn, they they need to get him money. Or what people are like, you manifest that energy where the world make people give you money. You ain't never gonna be in that space. You ain't never gonna be in that space trying to summon all the time. Trying to summon all the time. So y'all gotta know when y'all say words of spell, yeah, that's real, but you actually gotta know what the fuck. Yeah, did y'all look up the definition of affirming?
Just spelled right. So here, let's cast them together. Today I remove all blocks from my finances. Today I remove all blocks from my love life. Today I remove all blocks from my family. Today I remove any blocks and obstacles that are stopping me from moving forward. Today I remove all blocks that are stopping my growth, my financial growth, my love growth, my soul growth, my family growth, my health growth, my abundance growth. I remove all those blocks. I cut all those cords. I send whatever energy people are sending to me back to them, wrapped in love, light, peace, and harmony. Anyone that is in my way, blocking me from moving forward in my finances, in my love life, in my health, in my life period, I remove that person and I send the energy back to them.
Okay. So, like I said, another case of someone suggesting they are like the thing. Today, I remove all the blockers. How you doing that? So you know you not doing that specifically. Like you can't just go and remove the blocks off your finances and shit. Like you can, it ain't no lock combination code where you could just go and like boop, like I just removed all the block from saying this word and shit like that. No, it ain't like that. So it ain't like that. So that way that lets you know either what you do in the pseudo or you need to like kind of reshape your mind and stuff. So you saying so basically you counting on some higher power based upon you speaking to move that shit. So you're suggesting that you are like that thing and shit like that. And a lot of times that thing and the people that can actually do that and shit like that, it'd be the shadow government because they created the finance system and what the fuck. So you suggesting you like them and shit like that. But you're not practicing none of that, none of the shit that they practicing. You ain't practicing none of those spells. You ain't even into magic. You ain't know what Kabbalah is. You don't know what Jesuit intellect. You don't know what none of that is. So like you not like them. So this is how they get y'all every time, and this is why y'all don't manifest because y'all don't understand like the simple things. So, but getting back on track. So when you're actually affirming, you're suggesting that something is like you. So you in the mind state that they was in and shit like that and stuff like that before you even cared about what the fuck they was in. You was always into manifesting. You was always into, you know what I'm saying, materializing, and you got the actual, you know, the motherfucking practices and things to do it. And that's when you can actually be in the right aspect of affirming and shit like that. And if you ain't doing it like that, then you know what I'm saying, you just lying to yourself in some way, shape, or form and shit like that. And that goes beyond what you can just communicate. Because to just suggest something is like you know what I'm saying, the universe takes accounts of actions and vibrations and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying, if you ain't acting those energies out in your life and you ain't putting that energy work in the real universe give a fuck about what you're saying and shit like that. They give a fuck about what you're saying. You know, so you want to make sure that you're doing it in all aspects and realms where you're not just doing it in that aspect where it's just, you know, it's just about what you're saying and shit like that. God don't give a fuck about what your thoughts and feelings and shit like that. God want to know that you got some comprehension and some magic and shit, and then that way you can actually, you know what I'm saying, be in an aspect of really manifesting what the fuck is needed for your life and shit like that. Because there ain't nothing like me. I suggest shit, money like me, you know what I'm saying, celebrities like me, the government like me, all these things like me. You know what I'm saying? Riches like me, all that shit like me and shit like that. I carry all of that. and shit like that. I mean, I create all of that and shit at will. So that's the motherfucking thing and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? That's the goddamn live for today. So shout out to everybody that came through and showed love and shit like that. I appreciate y'all minds and y'all input and things. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Get y'all ass in the motherfucking game. This is the actual aspect. I'm Kelsito, the spirit coach. You know what I'm saying? Give you a shape and form for the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? My new tape drop on August 17th. It's just so make sure y'all get that motherfucking magical piece of music. It ain't even music. It ain't even like regular music. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And that's what we got going on. Shit. Okay. Yeah, this album will be available on my website and for streaming and shit like that. So whether you want to pay a donation and shit like that and get the alternate version of the album, or you want to go to streaming and shit like that and stream that's there and things. So that's gonna be popping and shit like that. I got a lecture in Townsend University. Shout out to motherfucking Maryland. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Soon. And motherfucking what else we got coming up? You know what I'm saying? We got the subscription popping. So make sure you join the subscription and shit like that. You get everyday knowledge of astrology, $5 a month and shit like that. Y'all be spending $5 on goofy shit. So y'all can spend $5 to get y'all goddamn life together. Y'all already into this shit and like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of responsible for helping that come down here and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the subconscious community for making astrology a real thing. And you know what I'm saying? So since we down here, make sure you get a consultation and book it with me at my site too, at booking and subscription, you know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. Saying $80 for a reading. If you want to, join the clubhouse, it'll be $40. I think $30 and shit like that. You got a call from me and shit like that. So get your goddamn life together so you can start goddamn manifesting and actually getting your shit on track the right way as a spirit and things. Because we at this point and things and shit like that, and we got to start using this shit now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start using astrology. You know, so we gotta start using what we know how to do the right way, and we gotta start seeing it the way. I think y'all see it, but y'all don't see it like y'all see it because it's like, popularized, but y'all don't see it. You don't see it like astrology goes real deep. You know what I'm saying? You can start seeing it the real way and making it personal for you as a tool and things because the whole world is astrology. Everything is fire, water, air, and earth. Everything is expression, feeling, some being expressed. Everything is water, connection, and things of that nature, connection. Everything is air, you know what I'm saying? The ability to swim through thoughts and intellectualize and gather information, earth, and be materialized and stabilized upon and supported upon and put your grounded upon and things. And we doing that all within the mind before we manifest that externally. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Get your esoteric bodies together, because, that's how you're going to actually be able to bring your creative gifts and things down here and shit. And people can say, oh, you kind of hard with your shit and stuff like that. If you ain't doing that, then you out the game, baby. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at. So, motherfucker, that's the difference. So y'all thought y'all was doing affirmations, y'all wasn't, but that's why I'm here and shit like that, because I'm here to kind of bring the reality of what the fuck we doing. And spirituality and shit is the reality of your goddamn spirit, and we've been saying that since lovers guidance and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so when you know the reality of your spirit and that everything, you got to be careful. Everything you gotta be careful. Every pretension, every instant you into something, like you gotta know what it is and things of that nature, or just be acquainted with people that can show you that light. And that's when you got like soul family and shit like that, and y'all can all come as one, and each one teach one and shit like that, and we'll make a better world as a soul group. And it ain't gotta be on us waiting for like the president to come in and change our lives and shit like that, because we'll be something that they'll be want to be something that's like us. You know what I'm saying? And that's we in affirmation and shit like that, and not we trying to be something that's like them and shit like that. We already see we ain't trying to be like that. That shit fucked up. The world fucked up. You know what I'm saying? In ways and things. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get things together. I should have probably had this lighter all the time. It's all good though, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we're here to get y'all ass in shape and form, you know what I'm saying? And it's really that easy. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, this is the Zeus cast. And shit like that. You ain't getting this information nowhere else and stuff like that. So shout out to everybody that's been popping. All right, popping up and showing love. That's what we need. That's what we need, baby. We need y'all. We need all of us. We need spirits in space. Spirits in my space, and I'm going to play that and shit like that on the way out and stuff like that because we got this album coming out. We ain't even make and I'm just saying album for lack of better terms, but come on, guys, like real spirits don't just create like regular music. Like we put like magic into our music and stuff like that. So
got a vision now that you know. Tunnel vision now that I kinda love when I do it the most. I kinda love when I do it the most. Trying to find myself again. I gotta do this shit with y'all. It's in my space, my space, my space, my space. We into, it's beautiful. Can't slow down when we got here, Some of the and others, friends, man, they don't even stand a chance. Together we stand, together we fall, and all, y'all.
Ain't you ready for that? Let me play something.
Like you, I like you, like you, I like you, like you, I like you, like you, I like you. What you like to do? Like the vibe, yeah. What you like to do? Like the vibe, yeah. She's sustaining it, I'm maintaining it. Can't even think, demon. This some angel shit. This some change you shit. Had this shit bumping when I'm in flight school. Secret twin pillars, it's the day and the night moves. Y'all can keep the cap, I'ma peep how this light move. Esoteric party, you ain't get your invite, dude. Probably lost somewhere tripping, and if I jump, she gripping, and it be fall through materials in other lands. And I think I get out on the fact I do what others can. But it's a cause, of course, for me a cause. Come together, rubber band. Hey, you ever been to the motherland? You ever came back down to check the government? You ever organize a governance? You ever take control of dreams on some other shit?